Recording. Welcome back to the next episode of Umineko Mondays. Welcome to the first day of the spooky month. I will not be increasing my Umineko recordings because of this.
Wait, what? It's not, if this gets released on October 4th.
This will be October 6th is the first one.
It's after. Okay, so happy after anniversary for anyone who celebrates Umineko.
Well, maybe I upload this episode on the 4th because...
You could.
Yeah, I might... Hold on, let me just put a little, I guess, anniversary episode. Let's go. But that does mean we're gonna have to record another episode for Monday. So, oh my god, Umineko's Saturday?
Umineko Saturday. Happy October 4th, everyone, for all who celebrate.
1, 2,
And
3.
I wish... Wait, no, so... Happy October 3rd to Mean Girls and Full Metal Alchemist fans. Happy October 4th to... Oh, I'm not really happy, but we're in your... I have you in my thoughts, Persona 3 fans. For October 4th, I'm one of you guys. Ooh. And as well as Umineko fans. And also happy October 5th for the Umineko fans as well. Of course, they're in the time loop. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right, because it literally
Yeah.
just was started as October 4th on here, right?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Okay,
So yeah,
well...
happy October 4th, everyone!
Okay, that's the episode title. Oh my god. So we're starting on episode 13 on October
Episode 13 of this series,
Yeah.
but episode 2 in the chronological Umineko.
Yes. Okay.
Happy October to the nerds.
It's October 4th. Hi guys. They had eaten breakfast at a coffee shop in the station building. By chance, the inside of the shop had been decorated with Halloween colours since it was October, which it is. Oh my god. Maria had seemed awfully pleased with that. For quite some time, she talked loudly inside of the train, wanting to have Maria's back. Oh my god.
Yeah, our girl.
Without caring that she was attracting attention of others. Halloween is popular in Europe and America, but people aren't that familiar with it in Japan. Or Australia, to be quite fair. The shopping district was colourfully decorated with orange pumpkins, but the costume parades of children demanding sweets and saying trick-or-treat was nowhere in sight. Hello, I want a Halloween festival. I don't want to wear these clothes. I want to look like a witch. Hello.
Girlie, you're already dressed perfectly. Like, that would be
Arriving at the
if
station.
I had the choice.
You know what's funny? It has been so long since I voiced Rosa that I actually don't remember what I voiced. Like, I think I gave her like a posh voice similar to
And like
Shannon.
slightly soft spoken, I think.
The family
Like-
the family
It's you.
the family conference isn't for playing. We are going to meet grandfather, so hold on. The family conference isn't for playing. We're going to meet grandfather, so you have to dress up nice. I think I tried to give her a posh mum accent.
Go for it.
Darling. Darling. The family conference isn't for playing, so we're going to meet grandfather. No, I can't do it. So you have to dress up nice.
He's from Turak.
She's from Turak. While I wasn't completely full inside the train, it was really packed, with almost all seats occupied by passengers. Maria was making a fuss among them, stomping her feet on the seat while Rosa scowled at her. Rosa had warned her many times to lower her voice, but Maria hadn't obeyed her at all. Once Maria got like this, no matter how much you tried to explain the situation or calm her, she wouldn't listen. Before us, Rosa used to pamper Maria and given to her at times like this. But that had probably been a mistake. Surely Maria had gained the mistaken impression that throwing a tantrum long enough would make her mother give up and do what Maria said. Rosa had realized that error with the help of an educational book, and since then, she'd hardened the part of her heart that wanted to pamper her beloved daughter. Her mutual understanding with Maria began growing weaker and weaker, and she began getting discouraged by her own powerlessness more and more. Halloween! Halloween! If you don't give me sweets, I'll play a prank! Woo woo woo. I don't have any sweets to give you. We just ate breakfast. If you don't give me sweets, I'll play a prank. If you don't give me sweets, I'll play a prank. Woo woo.
I hope your family's concerned with how you're saying ooh woo again.
Oh, Hannah will be. A stout old woman who was sitting nearby as Maria stomped her feet, picked up a candy out of her handbag and held it out to Maria. Ooh woo, I got a sweet, I got a sweet. Look, Mama. Mama, happy Halloween. Hey, Maria, you can't just accept sweets from strangers, right? Give it back. Oh, no. Maybe you do this because it sounds like Kumasawa.
Oh, don't worry about it. She's such a spirited young lady. How old is she?
Maybe there was no malice in the woman's words. However, Rosa seemed to find that remark extremely humiliating. Maria, haven't I always told you not to accept sweets from strangers? Hello, she gave it to me. Hello, no, it's mine. Let go of it. How many times do I have to tell you what Mama said? Do what Mama says. I'm kind of trying to give her a transatlantic accent, but I can't really. It's mine. Hello. Don't I tell you not to say ooh? Ooh. Rosa reflectively hit Maria violently on her cheek. In a flash, Maria started crying loudly. Rosa immediately took the candy from Maria's hands and pushed it back towards the dumbfounded old woman sitting next to them. Please, do not just give sweets to my daughter. You.
I'm so sorry, ho.
Breathing heavily, Rosa once again held the candy out to the old woman. After getting flustered about what she should say for a few moments, perhaps the old woman realized her actions may have troubled this parent and child. She accepted the candy back, apologizing. After that, Rosa finally took notice of her surroundings. Her daughter's clothes were messed up, she was crying and shouting with her nose dripping, and there were many dumbfounded passengers watching them. Except for the sound of the train running, the interior was completely silent. Fortunately, that pitiful silence didn't last more than a short while. However, it was followed by an even more painful atmosphere as everyone began to whisper. Maria shouted, cried, kicked, and stomped her feet as usual, paying no heed to the people sitting around her. Impulsively, Rosa tried to slap her again, but she noticed the cold eyes of the people on the train and couldn't.
You don't slap your daughter on the V line.
When the train stopped, Rosa forcibly pulled Maria's arm and got off, almost dragging her daughter along. Maria didn't stop crying. Rosa took her to the end of the platform and hit her cheek again. At that moment she was hit, Maria stopped crying for an instant. Before long, she shouted and cried even more than before. Overwhelmed with emotion, Rosa grabbed the nape of Maria's neck and dragged at her, tugging her hair. Ooh, Mama, it hurts. Mama, it hurts. Ooh. Didn't I tell you to shut up? That ooh of yours, I told you to stop. That's the reason you can't make friends in class, right? Get a hold of yourself. Why are you still in kindergartner inside your head? Why can't you do what Mama says? Why?
Gang, we're not having a happy October 4th.
No, we're not. With those severe words, Rosa hit Maria's cheek over and over again. The more Maria cried and shouted, the more Rosa hit her. And the more Maria was hit, the more intensely she cried and shouted. Mama, it hurts! Mama, it hurts! Mama, save me, save me, save me! Ooh! Why can't you stop saying ooh? This is exactly why you can't make friends. This is why Papa's business trip never ends. This is why Excuse me, ma'am. Is everything alright? What? Do you want something? The one who timidly called to her was the station attendant. Rosa glared at the attendant with a look that said, "Don't butt into the problems of a mother and child, stranger." And of course, the attendant surely hadn't wanted to get involved either. However, Rosa had been yelling on the platform for much longer time than she had imagined. Her emotional scolding had led the passengers on the platform to advise the attendant and call out to her. Rosa yelled out to the attendant saying not to worry anymore, since they'll be getting on the next train. And then finally, or rather, for the second time, she noticed the passengers on the platform staring at her from a distance. Rosa sweat slightly and felt a breeze that made her sweat go cold, tormenting her. Maria still kept crying and shielding her own head. Of course, if this beating continued, she'd probably end up crying indefinitely. I did it. Again. As the terrible heat in Rosa's head faded, she knew she'd surrendered her soul to evil again. Mama, 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 come back! Oh, 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 oh. Rosa fell to her knees and hugged Maria. Her face was all soggy with tears and mucus. Maria, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Mama, Mama, welcome back, welcome back. Finally, Maria had... yeah, she's baby. Maria realized that her mother was her mother again. She clung to her mother's body and cried, burying her face in her mother's chest. Forgive your bad mama. Forgive your bad mama. I'm so sorry. Please don't hate your mama. Ooh, I'm just fine. Won't hate mama. Mama was only being possessed by the bad witch again. But you came back, so I'm fine. Yeah, that's right. Mama was just being possessed by the evil witch again. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. For a long time, the two of them hugged each other, asking for and sharing words of forgiveness. After a while, they calmed down and both came back to the same time. Maria's face and Rosa's face were both deep red, crying with their eyes out. Do you want to have a Halloween festival, Maria? Yeah. I wanted to show those pumpkin marshmallows to George Oni-chan and Jessica Oni-chan. It was a candy that they'd been selling near the cash register at the shop where they'd eaten breakfast. A fancy sweet that had one of those big orange marshmallows in the shape of a jack-o'-lantern attached to the tip of a stick. Maria had wanted it and insistently pestered Rosa for it. Rosa had refused, saying that there was no way she could buy sweets right after breakfast. Then, Maria, I don't know if they sell those in this town or not, but let's get off and try searching for them, okay? Yeah! I love you, Mama. I love you so much. Thank you. I love you too, Maria. The truth is that they didn't have time to waste loitering around at a stopover station. If they missed the airplane, they'd fall half a day behind schedule. She should have left home with more time to spare, but she'd ended up leaving late after choosing Maria's clothes. Because of that, Maria had been a bit more impatient since this morning. She looked at the clock. They had to get on the next train immediately. But her daughter firmly joined hands with her to go buy the sweet with her mother, and that hand was warm. To Rosa, as she was now, it was more important to renew her bonds with Maria. To her, Maria was not only a beloved daughter, she was everything Rosa had. Fortunately, they could see a big supermarket right in front of the station. They'd not been able to find exactly the same sweet, but Maria would be happy with a similar one. Besides, Rosa couldn't show up with a face swelling from crying. She must fix her makeup. Maybe we won't find the marshmallow exactly like that one, but hopefully we can find something like it. Let's buy some and surprise all your cousins together. Yeah, as long as we buy it together, any sweet is fine. They exited through the turnstiles of the stations in this unknown town. Maria walked past the pedestrian crossing with her mother, chuckling to herself as though she was walking in an amusement park. Both faces were still deep red. But the two of them, mother and child, smiled warmly at each other without any restraint.
Uwu.
Rockenjima. Okay. Dear, what are you doing in a place like this? Oh, it's you. It's nothing. I just find this pleasant place to think. All of your preparations for today have been completed. Why don't you have some tea and relax while we wait? Forgive me. I'm always making you handle such troublesome matters. Please, rely on me even more. I am your wife. Naturally, I'm grateful to have you coming to my aid. That's precisely why I'm devoting myself to my work. I understand about your work. And the topic of father's inheritance, right? That has nothing to do with you. It's nothing more than fishing for rotten meat among greedy siblings. It's okay, dear. Everything will go well. Your businesses have never failed to work themselves out. Natsuki softly cuddled close to Krause's shoulder. She complimented Krause on his hard work, but Natsuki knew better than anyone that this work was not going well. Krause's project was something like a seesaw where a large amount of money swings. Big investments can lead to massive payoffs, but large seesaws, they tend to shake a lot while moving very slowly, instead of showing immediate results. At times, it's possible to make further investments so that the seesaw inclines faster towards the side you want. Of course, you'd only do that if you're confident you'd be able to recover all your investments in the not-so-distant future. However, the seesaws Krause chose never turned out as he would like them to. His foresight wasn't wrong, but the times were moving sluggishly. They never managed to catch up with him. For example, think of a literal seesaw placed in a park. It's a really popular item, so there's always someone playing on it, and you've got to wait a long time for your turn. Let's say that one day you spotted one of these seesaws that was completely unused, so you raced to grab it first and have it all to yourself. However, unless someone got to the opposite side of the seesaw, you wouldn't be able to play on it. What if a lot of time passed and nobody came to the opposite end? Seesaws are popular, so if you want to wait long enough, a companion will surely show up. But Krause noticed something. The weather's getting worse. Nobody's coming outside to play. But the seesaws are popular, so surely someone will come eventually. If he vacated his place because of the worsening weather, it would certainly be snatched away. Once again, he'd end up longingly gaze from a distance at someone else having fun on the seesaw. On one side of the seesaw, he continued to wait patiently all alone. That was Krause's project and his current situation. If only I'd had a bit more courage and the self-confidence to believe in my own foresight, I would have never failed. Yes, that's true. Your foresight is never wrong. You're the only one who inherited father's resourcefulness. You inherited an innate disposition that none of the other siblings did. But I could never believe in it. I always shut my own projects down like a coward. Why can't I believe in myself? Who would believe in a man who can't believe in himself? Nobody believes. I'm always sitting on the seat where the loser must sit. Oh, that's him. And my father, my mother, my siblings all sneer at me. How long is it going to take for me to set free of this emotional complex? How long will it take? Natsuki was the only one who knew. Only she knew of Krause's anguish, and the eldest son of the Ashumia family would soon be forced to bear an immense responsibility. He couldn't open his pained heart to anyone and was always getting compared to his father's great enterprises. I've made preparations concerning all other matters so that you'll be able to devote your attention entirely to the family conference. Yes, everything else has been sent to. Thank you. Will there be any problems dealing with father? No. Genji and Dr. Nanjo are on our side. I never allowed those greedy siblings to make contact with father. Hello, Goda here. Yes, please, leave it to me. I'm
And you're
anxious to put
watching
my
Disney
skills to
Channel.
work. Huh?
And you're watching Disney Channel.
Hello, Goda here, and you're watching Disney Channel. Hello, Goda here. What was it? No. Hello, Goda from National Tiles.
I thought he was gonna be from like Sunny with a Chance. What's
No.
a Disney Channel show that Gerda should be? No, he should be on The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
He would fit in. He would fit in.
What's one that would be out of left field? He could be on the Jonas Brothers show.
I was gonna say, what was that one that was like karate? He could be on that.
With Zendaya?
With Zendaya. I don't know if it had Zendaya.
What's
It had Jason Earls.
No. Zendaya was in the Spy one.
Yeah. No, the one I'm thinking of had Jason Earls, who was Jackson
Hannah
on
Montana's
Montana.
brother?
Yeah. So he went on to do another show, and it had to do with karate or something.
Ah.
Yes, please leave it to me. I'm anxious to put my skills at work for the big annual job. In the kitchen, multicolored ingredients were gathered and preliminary arrangements were promptly being started. Even though it was still morning, the ingredients for dinner were already in saucepans and steaming. Normally, he had to deal with several assorted matters, but on the day of the family conference, he could devote himself entirely to cooking. To Goda, who was originally a chef, this was surely the greatest gala occasion of the whole year. Yes, dinner will be calf steak. A wonderful cut of meat that is already anxiously waiting for tonight in the refrigerator. Please be sure to look forward to dinner. It was rare for Goda to be in this good a mood towards his fellow servants. Goda bragged about being the Ashurmia family personal chef, and knowing he was considered worthy to display his excellent cooking for the family conference. That was his great honor. Understood. I will leave everything to you. Also, is Kumasawa there? Kumasawa-san! I happened to see her earlier, but she's not here. Perhaps she went to get things ready in the guest house. Is she loafing around again? No, it is fine. Please continue with your work. Yes, leave everything to me. Goda! Genji placed the telephone back on the receiver, sighing lightly. Genji sighed once again, thinking of Kumasawa, who was probably hiding again even though things were still this busy. And the ostentatious Goda, who only felt like doing anything on a day where he could show off. Excuse me. The preparations for all the rooms in the guest house are complete. We received instructions from Milady to prepare a room for 4 people, so that the children can spend the night together. So what shall we do? I hear Battler-sama will be coming for the first time in 6 years. Presumably, Milady wants to stay up late into the night and talk to her 3 cousins. Make the preparations. You do not need to tell, madam. I see. Certainly. So, tonight we'll be having the late night shift followed immediately by the morning shift. Looks like these 2 days will be tiresome. Speaking of which, the weather forecast is saying a typhoon will strike the area. Will everything be alright? Assuming the typhoon doesn't stray too far from its course, it may affect the boat ride from the family members. The family conference's schedule might be extended till Monday or Tuesday. Our task may be a long and tiring one, but I earnestly ask that you take care not to make any blunders. Shannon, remain calm and do not panic. Kanon, be sure to greet our guests in a sociable manner. Yes, I'll be careful. I'll be careful. Today we must conduct ourselves in a manner suitable for a very important guest. See to it that you make no blunders. We understand. All guests who visit here are important. Kanon, in the truest sense, we will be receiving a very important guest today. Make sure you are prepared. Yes, sir. Shannon,
The
is something...
special guest is the rats.
It's us sitting in this little corner on the desk here, just chewing away on the wood. Shannon, Shannon, is something the matter? You seem to be uneasy. Do you have a prior engagement at this time? Engagement?
Oh!
No, it's nothing. My apologies. Nesan, important guests will be arriving today. Detach yourself from your private life. I don't know what you mean by private life. Shannon blushed a bit and turned her gaze away from the clock. Was it about time for the airplane carrying the family to arrive in Nijima? She tried to hide the fact of her upcoming, long-awaited reunion with George making her heart race. But Kanon, who stood beside her, seemed to see right through her. If I see Rudolph come onto my screen next, I will cry.
Rudolph?
Please no. Oh, this is worse! Shannon, please don't say a word and accept this. Inside the bathroom stall, George was practicing something over and over, taking out a very small velvet box hidden in his pocket, like a quick-drawn desert gunman. That's not it. Shannon likes men who are more assertive. I've got to pump it with more horsepower. Shannon, put this ring on your finger and look at my guns. Yeah. That's an order, okay? If I don't say this properly, that's on the left hand. Maybe we should put it on the right hand. No, Shannon's not that ignorant. But unless there's some sort of room for her to express her free will, that'd be a little, no.
Please tell me that entire scene is gonna go in the the best moments compilation.
Oh, fuck, maybe.
From the point where you're like, please don't let Rudolph show up, and then George shows up instead.
That's even worse! As he crossed his arms, muttering, someone knocked on the door. George will snap back to reality. Oop, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes gravity. What? You're joking!
You've been snapped back to reality, haven't you, Brooklyn?
My two least favorite Shiramiya men. It would only be worse if Kraus was also there.
The worst boys trip ever.
Oh
Kraus,
my God.
Rudolph, and George.
My fucking nightmare blunt rotation. Kraus, George, and fucking Rudolph. Hey, George Kun. You okay? You got stomachache or something? Hey, Uncle Rudolph. I got buff, you know. It's okay. I'm fine. Look at my guns. No need to worry. Really? Well, that's good then. But you know you're straining way too much. Your ass will burst. Rudolph washed his hands.
George with the BBL.
George with the BBL. James, like a James Charles style BBL.
You know, I feel no. I'm not going to continue that sentence.
Rudolph washed his hands, laughing cheerfully as he left. George, realizing that this was the most embarrassing part, hadn't been overheard, relaxed and felt extremely relieved. Oh, why we followed this fucker? Kiri, isn't Rosie yet? No, not yet. She's pretty late.
You know, I feel like
I guess
Kiri
you
should
go.
be
Huh?
I feel like Kiri would be Russian. It would just make sense if she had a Russian accent. You should talk in a Russian accent.
Okay, my queen, I will do it. I am furniture master. You sounded a little too favorable for that. It's a good thing. The weather's delaying our flight. If the schedule had gone on normally, she would have missed the plane. What'd she plan on doing then? Oh, Rosa. Rosa-san. I'm trying to think. What is my vodka?
Or just Slavic of some sort.
Rosa-san is very, very much an adult. No, I'm just going into Beatrice.
No, you see the dilemma there. It just happened. Or just think of like a bridge series, because I don't know. I feel like every abridged series, like late 2000s to early 2010s, always had a Slavic character who'd like refer to the home country, like in home country.
In home country.
So I don't know, just channel.
Rosa-san is very much an adult now. She'll manage somehow. No matter how old they get, the other brothers. Oh, it's younger. No, just going back into. No, that's. Who's that? That's time to go to Nasuhi.
Okay, I regret suggesting that she be Russian now.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go back to the light accent that I had her on before.
Go like Swedish or something?
How the fuck do I do? I was about to bust out with like the Swedish chef. Rosa-san is very much old now. She'll manage somehow, no matter how old she gets. Older brothers always treat the younger sisters like children. Yay! It's a favorite boob fondler. Let's go. Oh my god. Back. I missed him. Of course, Dad's always, because he's the only one I have my normal voice for. Of course, Dad's always a kid, no matter how old he gets. What'd you say? If I'm a kid, that make you a baby. Come on, Butler Chan, up you go, up you go. Stop it, that tickles. Stop. You look even more like bratty friends to the father and son. Look, she's here.
I love how she's Swedish now.
I don't think I could keep up with the vaguely Nordic accent.
No, you've got to.
I need to find a character that has a, like, cause I'm just giving the, what's it called? Yoo-hoo!
Be the shop guy from Frozen.
That's what I'm channeling right now. It's like, yoo-hoo!
Him, he's great.
What does he say? Yoo-hoo! I only know that Yahoo!
Summer blowout!
Big summer blowout! Oh! If it isn't Rosa-san. Maria-chan, long time no see! Long time no see! Hello? Maria? Shouldn't that be it's good to see you again? Greet Hideyoshi-san properly. Hello. It's good to see you again.
Maria's dying.
There you go. Well said. How about some candy as a reward? Oh, where did I put it? Rosa-san, it's good to see you again. It's good to see you too, Maria-chan. It's been too long, Kirine-san. You sound different compared to last time. Hideyoshi-san. And oh my, Badler-kun. Look how big you've gotten. Ah, come on. It's embarrassing to hear that from everyone I meet. Hey, Rosa, you're late. If the plane was on time, you barely made it. I'm sorry. We had some trouble making our train connection. So, are we waiting on the weather again? Oh, don't complain. I much prefer the 30-minute plane trip to spending 6 hours bouncing on a boat. Even if I kept waiting here for hours, it's much faster overall. Is that Maria? You sure have gotten big.
Baby girl.
She's at that growing age. You haven't seen her for 6 years, right? Of course she's changed. Women are creatures who are born again in a single day when they have a change of heart. Hello? Maria, noticing the big man she didn't recognize mixed among the relatives, hid behind Rose's back and glared at Battler. I feel like I recognize. Come on, Battler! Say hi. Say hi! Last time you met her, she was 3 years old, so you pretty much meet her for the first time. Yeah, of course she wouldn't remember something that happened when she was 3. Hey, Maria, long time no see. You sure have gotten big. Maria, this is Battler Onita. I'm transing Battler.
I feel like you've transed like half the cast at this point.
Rudolph Nissan's son. Understand?
You get a transition, you get a transition. You get a transition, Kinzo.
I'm the ultimate ally, you know? You get a transition, you get a transition.
Everybody gets a transition.
Forcibly. The brother is the son? Ever? She was obviously on her guard. After all, it was hardly surprising that she'd be scared if a large guy like Battler suddenly started speaking frankly to her. Battler noticed as well and thought of various ways he might approach her. He then spotted the candy she had in her hand. It was a jack-o'-lantern sweet that Rosa had bought from her. I see. It's October. That must be for Halloween. If you don't give me the sweets, I'll play a prank, right? Normally, trying to snatch a sweet away from the child will result in them crying and screaming. The adults seemed dubious about Battler's tactics, but Maria looked unexpectedly pleased, her face splitting into a wide grin. Halloween! Halloween! See, Mama? Battler also knows about Halloween. See? Hey, call him Battler Oni-chan. Sorry, Battler-kun. No, don't sweat it. Please, call me Battler. Because I'll be calling you Maria. No, look, Maria, it's Halloween. If you don't give me the sweets, I'll play a prank. Eh? If you don't give me sweets, I'll play a prank. From inside her purse, Maria picked out a jack-o'-lantern sweet similar to the one she had in her hand and presented it to Battler. When Battler accepted, she seemed to confirm their friendship. The adults were amazed at how good children can be at getting along with each other. Yeah, a 9-year-old and an 18-year-old. Because that's exactly what they think when they think 2 children getting along together.
You know what? That is actually what I think my family would think, because I would have also been in the position of being the 9-year-old trying to befriend my much older cousins, because all of my cousins are so much older than me.
Oh my gosh. Hold on. Maria had been throwing a tantrum because she wanted a Halloween festival. So Battler, who knew about trick-or-treating, must have felt like an ally. Her defense and posture before was completely gone. She was now all cheery, as though they'd been friends for decades. Spinning around. I'm just like, what's it called? I was like, my brain was like, oh my god, deja vu, but not really, because we were playing a game that has a time loop. That's right. A Halloween that's right, Halloween's a pretty minor event in Japan. You always see people marching in costume parades on the news from overseas, but I've never seen it here. I wanted to wear a costume too. I wanted to say trick or treat with all the cousins wearing costumes. I see. Next time, let's do it together. What do you like to dress up as? A witch! Beatrice.
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 Beatrice. Happy October 4th, Beatrice.
Oh!
Lady! What are you doing in such a place? Madame was looking for you.
All the best characters are coming back and some of the worst.
What do you mean? Rudolph is our goat.
Is he though? It's because I'm here because I don't want to be found. Anyway, I'm sure she just wants to scold me. Like, is your appearance alright? And what's your language? You're not speaking French.
Ho. Without a doubt.
You know, when the day of the family conference comes, I always start thinking about this witch for some reason.
Who? And why might that be?
The family conference is a day where everyone related to grandfather gathers. I hear that this time even Battler is coming back after 6 years. What if, just like that, some relative who hasn't shown themselves for several decades suddenly shows up? That's what I'm always thinking about.
Ho. Could a relative like that exist?
Is she actually related to them? I mean, Beatrice Sama. Nobody knows her background. Could she be grandfather's mistress from long ago? What if one of her descendants suddenly appears and tells us to return the gold we were given or something?
Ho. Kraus, Saba, and the others will probably discuss the master's inheritance problem this year too. Once they get fired, once they get fired,
I'm getting fired next.
oh no, my job's on the line, my ass. Oh, it's not safe. But yeah, once they get so fired up talking about the witch's gold, one can hardly be surprised that the witch herself were to show up, yes?
Kumasawa-san, I guess you keep quitting and getting rehired, but you're here as long as Genji-san is, right? You know more about Beatrice, don't you?
Yeah, they do keep firing me, but they can't stop letting me in here because no other woman in this entire country has a better ass than mine. But who knows?
Better tattoos.
My old tits, old sagging tennis balls, that's what they're like. But you know you can swing them. The tennis racket. Boing boing.
Please just say the line. Boing boing.
Brooklyn, it's 8:30 in the evening.
Boing boing.
Brooklyn, I haven't had a nap. I'm loopy.
Oh my god. Say the line, please.
I'm sorry. I'm worse than Battler.
Over.
I'm sorry. I'm worse than Battler, but I'm not as bad as George.
It's time for your apology video. Ukulele out time.
Sorry, guys. Wait, no, just give me some chords. Hello, my name is Mia, and I am so sorry for what I have said. I Kumasawa cheer. Please forgive me. I didn't mean it. And I'm crying. It's actually sweet, but oh well.
Who knows?
Hoo.
I'm a hoo.
Even if I try to remember, this old woman here can't even recall what she had for breakfast this morning.
I just realized the amount of time we're saying Kumasawa's gonna appear in the people mentioned again. Why is she the only one?
She's a real person. What can I say?
She broke through the mortal coil. Kumasawa-san, you're always dodging those excuses, but you know something, right? Sometimes you feel kind of devious, like you know something, and you're laughing behind your backs, going, I just go down the hallway and I just hear boing boing all the time, you know?
That's harsh. I don't have any secrets. See me later, and you'll see them. The only thing I can say is that Beatrice Sama is the Golden Witch. And that she is the other master who controls the night of this island.
What?
Princess Luna from My Little Pony. It's my favorite show.
What should Kumasawa be like? I don't know, a servant of just Beatrice. Okay, now you're just repeating stuff Grandfather has said. It must be a pain to play along with Grandfather's crap, even though you get paid for it.
I don't get paid much. Shut up, Jessica. This is why your family's so rich.
Jessica!
Haven't played this much.
Shut the fuck up!
I can say this much.
What?
I'm not telling you. In ancient times, Rokujima was feared and called Azukishima. Azuki Bean Island.
I'm not telling you! Sorry, that was funny.
The Azuki is said to be a corrupted form of Azujiki, and in fact, it was called Akujikishima, Evil Appetite Island. Well, that is what is told among the fishermen.
I've
As
heard about
well-
that before. Why are you saying my lines? Supposedly, there's a lot of sunken rocks and shipwrecks around here. So, fishermen got scared and stayed away, whichever they could, right? Evil spirit. Oh.
Evil spirits are taking my line back. Settle down in Akujikishima and have continually eaten the souls of people since ancient times.
The whole reason we got this mod was to see more easily who's talking and we're still fucking it up.
Yeah. Quite a few people lost their lives because of the island. Super Danganronpa 2. And then that bug.
And then that monk, the traveling Shigenja or whatever, built the shrine, repurposed the souls and centered them there, right? Sounds pretty crazy though.
And that shrine was the repose of souls, was destroyed by an eerie violet thunderbolt this summer, which tore up the darkness of the night like an ass crack.
I don't think she said like an ass crack, but whatever. Kumasawa-san, you really like those stories. Okay, sure. It'd be pretty creepy if a thunderbolt took out the shrine. But, well, it was all worn out from the start. Maybe it just got washed away by some big wave.
The evil spirits of Akujikishima woke from their slumber and summoned Beatrice Sama. If Beatrice Sama happens to pay a visit to the family conference, oh, you don't want to see that happening.
If she does... Kumasawa fell silent for a moment. Jessica was pressing her to keep going, so the gap felt strange and eerie.
I'm not telling you for real this time.
I'm not fucking telling you, bitch. When Kumasawa noticed that she had Jessica plenty scared with her silence, she grinned broadly.
Well, now, I wonder what would happen.
I'm not telling.
Ho, 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 ho.
You're a little hoe.
You little hoe.
Wow, that sounds great. Of course. Won't you be able to do better at work if you get the chance to enrich your heart by living a good life to everyone, every once in a while? I'm literally, I can't remember if it was you that sent it to me or if it was in the group chat, or if Shruti sent it, or if my best friend sent it to me. But it's I'm like channeling that Icelandic guy who like makes jokes, but they're really really like blunt. Like, oh, what was it? Sometimes I like to walk down the view, and then I realize I'm going the wrong way.
I don't think I did send that to you.
I think
Anyway, shout out to Iceland. I hope you guys have a happy October 4th. I hope nothing tragic happened. I really hope there's no like national tragedy in Iceland on October 4th, actually. I take that back.
Bro, I hope nothing happens on Rokkenjima on October 4th.
Okay, I don't think anything tragic happened on October 4th in Iceland. Okay.
Did you quickly Google search Iceland October 4th?
Yep.
Bro. Yeah. Can't live right unless you're both wallet and your heart are enriched after all. I go down to the pokies every weekend, you know, keep them enriched. Surely I'll keep that day open. Go ahead. Make the reservations. Okay. Don't you ever think of missing it? Yeah, I'm counting on you. I love you, Kiri.
It's our favorite fucker.
After kissing the receiver, Rudolph hung up. Before his seat, there were several executives with their sleeves rolled up, eagerly awaiting the end of that phone call. Sorry to keep you waiting. Have you heard anything from the States yet? Yes. You have a call from Dale Watanabe, the lawyer. I'll transfer it.
Dale Watanabe.
On the whole, how's it going? Well, there seems to be one unfortunate matter. It appears the other party has no intentions of withdrawing from the trial. Guess there's no fooling them. Please transfer it here.
What I'd like to imagine is that Rudolph, while on the phone
right
with
away.
Gary, was like role playing something, and like everyone in the office had to just stop what they're doing. They just wanted to get on with the meeting. But Rudolph is just role playing Discord kitten role play with Kiri.
The executive ordered the external line to be transferred to the executive office. At once, the phone in front of Rudolph rang. Hey there. Hello. Sorry for the wait. It's sure Mia speaking. Thanks. How's it on your end? Hello, President Rashia. Let's skip the pleasantries and jump into the main issue. I've got good news and bad news. Which would you like first? My sister with the bad. Hate fighting when there's no dessert. Very well. The bad news is the other party's getting ready to prosecute. Just a few days ago, a similar trial resulted in a decision in the favour of the plaintiff. The defendants only using roughly the same arguments we planned to use, but they were rejected in every case. I'm afraid to say it. If we face the courtroom as we are now, it's extremely likely that each one of our claims will get rejected. So that trial ended up being a total bust after all. And I thought their position was even more solid than ours. That hurts. Okay, what about the good news? What the fuck was that accent? Oh my god, Hideyoshi's coming out. Hideyoshi, go the fuck away. I managed to contact the executives of the other party. I explained the situation we're in, told them we have no intentions of tarnishing their brand's image, and managed to get to an understanding. They'll send us their terms over the next few days, and if we carry it out, they promise to withdraw their charges. This is the proposal according to the number of 2 men on their boards of directors. Your impression? To be honest, I expect their terms will be extremely severe. We estimate that changing their company name and their brand name will be inevitable. I think that we'll be able to earn some money, some leeway, planning the amount of settlement money and making a public apology in a major newspaper. And carrying this out and carrying this out within a reasonable amount of time. They sure are making this complicated. When they could just tell us to go broke. They only recently switched to the new president, and their groundwork hasn't been completely laid yet. If we resist until the bitter end, they fear their forces opposing the current president won't hesitate to aid their enemies. Hence, their big shots want the matter settled as quickly as possible too. So, we might even have enough leeway to get them to mitigate their terms if it will lead to a quick settlement. Either way, we are looking at a crazy sum of money. You need to be prepared for that. Even that would be much cheaper than paying punitive damages. Thank you very much, sir. Please contact me if anything new happens. We're paying you big bucks, so no idle chit-chat. Huh. Thank you. Thank you. Goodbye. Rudolph hung up the phone.
Bye.
The executive sitting in the reception seat seemed to have guessed at the contents of that discussion. You guys see that? Simply put, they'll forgive us if we can pile up enough money. Now, all we've got to do is haggle over the amount of that money. But, President, it's likely some of the settlement Mr. Watanabe indicated is too much. We don't have that much of a margin. If we'd known this had happened, we'd have never started diversifying. The calculations that we could escape the capital crisis if we managed to endure for 3 years. To think we'd be stabbed at a time like this, how bad can our luck get? I guess we fell at the step of hop, step and jump. It's enough to make you cry. We have no choice but to draw the money from the main bank. Banks are no good. They only bet their money on winners. The economy's improving, but we can't show weakness to the banks. President, we don't have the access to the funds that are unaccounted for. Funds we are unaware of? Quit it. Why does he have, like, baby girl eyes right now? Oh.
Baby girl Rudolph.
Who has
Baby
joined?
girl.
Who has joined?
I'm just joined while I play Stardew because I don't think Lee is coming.
Okay.
So,
You're here for Brooklyn to simp over this man.
No, I'm saying he's got, like, look at his eyes. Why are they, like, why is he, like, putting on
also,
Omega
Mia,
face?
Don't listen to her.
most of your crops are ready to harvest, so I've just been leaving them there. But I will warn you, if it does get to the end of the season, I will harvest them and put them in your chest.
Okay. Feel free to
Quit.
do that if you need.
Do I look like that kind of man? You look like a breedable Omega. The contents of my wallet
Yeah,
are
Brooklyn.
totally exposed to you guys, okay? The account books over there show all our company has. In that case, we need to raise money. We need a sponsor who can draw in several million for us as soon as possible. President, couldn't something be worked out with one of your personal collections? President! Calm down, you bastards. Let me worry about raising the money. You guys just keep the businesses running without making too much noise. Our accusers saying they'll let us be if we can show them the money. We've got enough thick pipelines in Asia. Things will probably be shaky, but we'll be able to maintain our current deals. Basically, if we can't just be bringing the money together, we'll be able to solve all our problems. Yeah, well, now he's got very pointy features. What the fuck happened there for a second? Just you watch. I'll fix all this. I won't leave you out in the cold. Time to start getting me hopes up again. You're ruining my voice by laughing and making me laugh. Once all this is behind us, I'll be ruining all you guys with Champagne Tower. I promise you that. So sharp, follow me. Got it? The airplane suddenly shook, probably due to turbulence. Rudolph was jostled awake. He'd woken up early that morning and ended up drifting off to sleep while resting in his seat. Are you okay? Are you sure you still aren't pretty sleepy? After all, it seems that you've been really busy at work lately. Being busy with work is nothing to complain about, right? Once I've got nothing left to do, it won't be long before we're out in the cold. Good to point. Now that even Bachelor's back, we'll be looking at worse than just the two of us going around the baking. Yeah. Our family's all together again for the first time in 6 years. So the leader of our family's got to give it his best if we want to spend some time alone together. When he looked out the window, he saw the airplane had already started to drop in altitude considerably. The fishing boats, which had only looked like black grains a short while ago, were starting to become clearly recognizable. If I could prostrate myself before father and get 10 million yen every time he slugged at me, I'd do it a dozen times. Or maybe he'd just go and die already. I've always depended heavily on his financial support, and now I'm after his inheritance. I'm heading straight to hell. I can hardly complain if father doesn't want to meet the man I become. Could it be that you once again do not plan on making an appearance at the family conference? Nanjo looked at Kinzo's face, sighing. Kinzo's eyes remained rooted to a strange book of magic. I have no intention of joining those vultures in debate. They can discuss how they'll suck my bones dry on their own. How utterly contemptible. Oh, shit. My, how troublesome. Nanjo shook his head slightly. To him, children and grandchildren were lovely things. He believed watching them grow was the only way to truly enjoy old age. So Kinzo's words were very saddening to Nanjo. If the time were to come for me to leave this room, I will show myself. Just as she does not show herself yet. When Kinzo raised his face, his gaze pointed at the portrait of the witch respectively displayed on the wall. Kinzo's mind didn't dwell for a moment on the fact that today was the family conference where all the beloved relatives would gather. If it was filled only by the face of the witch in the oil painting, who never smiled except inside the portrait, everybody knew that interrupting Kinzo when he talked about Beatrice would trigger his wrath. Today I will hold a certain ceremony. Oh? And what might that be? Perhaps it's closer to a gamble than a ceremony. After all, magic without risk can never house a miracle. Nanjo had heard Kinzo say this many times before. You might even call it a pet phrase of Kinzo's. Kinzo apparently believed that magic and miracles would occur if you gambled your own fate, which a certain amount of risk triumphed. I wonder what sort of gamble you're making. As the man who once called himself the Golden Gambler, who's now so old it might pass at any time, this should be well worth watching. I see. So the secret ritual I have developed after much research appears to be nothing more than a gamble to one universed in magic such as yours. Very well. If I have faith in miracles and win, you will see clearly on that day that all my research did bear fruit, despite it seeming to be little more than a product of my eccentricity. If you win, it will all end as just you have already seen, as nothing more than eccentricity of an old man who might leave this world at any time. Oh? Just what a sort of gamble are you planning to take? As your friend, that battle ceremony as you called it. I can only pray most sincerely that you achieve victory in it. Yes, I thank you. Speaking of which, Kinzo-sama, have you heard that a much longed for guest will be present at the family conference this year? What? For once, Kinzo reacted to Nanjo's words and turned around. That's right. Battler-kun from Rudolph-san's family. I hear he'll be coming after an absence of 6 years. I'm sure he became a splendid boy. Oh, Battler. I wouldn't call him longed for, a guest who's failed to show up for a mere 6 years. After hearing Battler's name and making a disappointed and ill-humoured expression, Kinzo turned his back again. I imagine those 6 years went by in a flash for you, considering how immersed yourself in your research in this room. What? Why the fuck is he smiling like that? You don't need to be showing that much teeth, mate. It's...
He looked... No, what do, like, sports players wear? Like, the mouth guard? He looks like he's got a giant white mouth guard.
That's why Rudolph's Australian. He's playing AFL. However, you might actually receive a visit from a truly longed-for guest. Everything depends on the result of the roulette. The roulette has already started to spin. I just realized... Oh, fuck. I just realized,
Yeah?
Kinzo and Battler have a very similar suit. Because Kinzo's got red and white, and so does Battler. The roulette has already started to spin. Will it be rouge or noir? Just say red or black, you dickhead. Tonight, let us enjoy ourselves as we see what kind of miracle the roulette will show us. The payoffs are large, and I don't intend to lose. Beatrice, accept my bet. At that time, the telephone on the table rang. The piercing sound seemed to irritate Kinzo, and he picked up the receiver to preserve the silence as much as he could. What is it? I'm busy. Genji speaking. Everyone has arrived. What of it? Just serve them some tea or something. Certainly. I will do so. Kinzo hung up the phone rudely. Looking at that, Nanjo sighed again and shifted his attention to the outside window. As he is now, I doubt Kinzo will pay any heed to any sort of guests. Could any guest possibly make Kinzo come out when the time comes, as he said? Kinzo
Will
had a
he
single...
come out?
Will he come out? Is he gay? Kinzo had a single person in mind, but that guest who certainly wouldn't appear. Nanjo stared at the witch in the portrait with her impassive expression, unable to decide whether she was smiling or sad, and then gazed up at the lead-coloured sky. Crack.
Butterfly.
Butterfly. Oh, what? Why are we in the witches area? Welcome back to Rockinjima. We hope you enjoy your stay and also survive. Okay, I just got a thingy for that. Cool. It's been an hour. Okay. So, are all the pieces in place? Shall we line them up again and start a new game? Any objections from you? Nope. None. The witch looked at him challengingly. It looks like Leah just opened Stardew Valley. Leisha.
Did Leisha leave?
Leisha's still here.
Leisha! Oh my goodness, they're finally in
she's
the
here.
Sorry,
same
I was
group
muted.
again.
Wait, I'm gonna join into the other thing.
Yeah.
Bye, enjoy.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, now we get the debate of a century.
The witch, I swear to God, if I hear the phrase, turn the chessboard around, I'm gonna crack.
If I hear the term turn the chessboard around, I'm going... I don't know what I'm too tired to say something, and I fear that. Ugh.
The way you started saying that, it sounded like you were gonna
yeah,
say.
no, that's what I mean. The boing boing. I'm not going.
Boing, boing. The witch looked at him challengingly while elegantly smoking her pipe. And Battler? He just rudely shrugged his shoulders and didn't care what she did. He didn't meet her eyes, but that didn't mean he didn't intend to challenge her. It showed his clear determination to never be taken in by this bastard's tricks. It was an expression of his determination to fight. Don't tell me you're jumping into this without a plan.
He's a battler after all.
I don't even know how you'll make your first move, so I've got no plans of anything. Go ahead and move first. Naturally I'll do so. How shall I break down your defenses? Many moves will take to check. How many moves will it take to checkmate you? This is where you'll see me at my finest. No matter what moves you come at me with, I won't believe in you. As long as I stand my ground, on that point, I won't lose. And that means this game's built in a way that makes it impossible for you to win. Perhaps you're right. However, I'm the one who decides how many times we'll hold this game. We'll repeat it over and over again until I win and you acknowledge your defeat. See? In other words, this is torture.
Queen.
An eternal torture. This is torture. Queen! An eternal torture that shall continue until you surrender to me. It shall go on endlessly until you acknowledge me and the existence of witches. Then I'll play your game endlessly, as many times as it takes, until you run out of patience. I'll never lose in a test of stubbornness. Oh, did a certain witch plant that idea into your head? Ha! Very well.
Cracker.
I'm tired of listening to you ramble. Come on, let's get this started. Then let us begin. I already know all of your moves. A defense doesn't amount to much if the plan behind it is known. Don't think you'll be able to defy me with the same moves. Beatrice, I've got one thing to say before we start. What is it? Go ahead and say whatever you want. However, whether I believe you is something I'll decide for myself. No matter how impressive this magic is of yours, my soul won't yield to you. You think this is torture for me? You're wrong. Then what else could it be? This is torture for you. Yeah, I don't think that's how it works, Battler.
Oh, the bird!
Objection! This is torture for you. Someday, you'll surrender to me and give up. Until then, you'll be tortured over and over again and again. How amusing! What an entertaining metaphor. Torture when the torture where we torment each other. Yes, truly amusing. Come, shall we begin that torture? Assure me a battler?
Queen!
Queening out. Maya is queening out.
Umineko no Naku Koro ni.
Oh, the clock is back.
The clock.
The clock.
TikTok Brooklyn, watch
We've had
out.
clock, we've had crack.
Crack.
That again, her text box popped up again and she's not there. Every year the relative... Hold on. Let me... System.
We saving?
Saving. It's been an hour and a half. I'm just gonna keep Jessica down here.
Do we end here or?
I don't know. I feel like we should because we've been recording for a while.
Yeah, 3 hours. Just about.
Yeah, so we'll...
You've always got to keep one Jessica in the corner.
Yeah. So we'll end it here for now. And the great battle of Battler and Beatrice begins. So,
October 4th, 2025.
wow. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. The next episode will, in fact, be on Monday. So I will see you guys then. Hope you guys enjoyed this special episode of Umineko Monday, except it's on a Saturday. Oh my god.
Oh my god, happy October 4th, everyone.
And I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.